I'm not going to be tested on any of this later. Are we not? Are we? As long as we're not going to be tested on this later, I feel like we should pay attention. Aren't we in law school? If we're, or I guess we're just in a university. We don't have to be a law student. We're just in a university. Depends. Don't make it too dirty. Don't make it too, You can tell a not-so-dirty joke. How about that? What types of bagels fly? Is a plain bagel. Oh! No, wait. It's... Why do seagulls fly over the ocean and not the bay? Because if they flew over the bay, we'd have to call them bagels. You're gonna shut the fuck up because you wasn't even there. This is a so-called photographic print of the scene of the crime. Look at that steak. You can clearly discern scorch marks around the bullet hole produced by the powder explosion. In other words, we should assume that the victim was shot at close range. Thank you, counsel. The court will accept the modern scientific evidence into record. The photographic print of the victim has been entered into the court records. So that's a photographic print. Well, that's something I've never seen before. It's clearly superior to a drawing. The detail is incredible. Where is the blood? Quack. That's true. Where is the blood? Very well, I am satisfied with your answers. Let us start the trial. Sup, nerd? Certainly, Your Excellency. So, without further ado, in order to better apprise the court with the facts of the case, the prosecution hereby calls its first witness, who was there at the scene of the crime when it happened. This is it then. I think I may have worked out what the professor had in mind. The professor? You mean Dr. Makotoba? Yes, certainly. You're the defense lawyer today, not me. But that doesn't mean... Well, I can still act as your assistant. Hi, Muse. Stretch. Doing it. We're stretching. Everyone stretches. Ooh. My neck hates me. Yeah, the duck do quack. How you doing today, Muse? It's wonderful to see you. Dude, I've been slouched over this entire time. Oh, it's wonderful to see you. Hold on, let me chug some water quickly. Drinking the coffee during this was a mistake. Hi, Origin. Okay, no more coffee. I can't drink coffee and, like, attempt to read. And because it just messes with me. I've been in for 3 days because IRL sucks, but I hope you're doing well. Oh, no! Yeah. No drink coffee. I'm doing very well. It's wonderful to see you. I don't know. I haven't really been up to anything lately. I've been drawing. Yeah. Aw. Of course. When he was speaking with me before, he simply said Kazuma Soji must not be the defense lawyer in this trial. I'm sending you love. Aw, I'll send you love right back. Drawings are fired. Thank you. I'm out of chai tea. Turn your throne, I'll get it for you. Oh no. Not. I was actually at the store the other day and my dumb ass forgot to get any. Yeah, I told you guys about this. This happened like last week and I still haven't gotten any. Now you treat me as a pyro. You would be such a pyro. Okay, everyone in chat, if you were to get arrested for something, what would it be? Have a wonderful nap. Oh no, yeah, I hope your headache goes away. Drink some water and take a nice nap, Samurai. Thank you for being here. Gotten any? No. Oh no. You didn't get your eggs, damn it, Haru. First degree arson. Nice. Shit on fire easy. I think arson is like, a lot of us would be arson. Smuggling of illegal plushies. Where would you get the illegal plushies? Where are you smuggling them from? He really has been sticking his oar in, hasn't he? Maybe, but any help you can give me would be greatly appreciated, Kazuma. Well, my first piece of evidence is rein in that crazy look of bewilderment and control the cold sweats. Suck in that sweat. Only if you rein in that crazy headband and control the cold stares first. Oh, we brought up the headband. Fleshy lore. Witness. State your name and occupation for the court, please. Of course, my name is Satoru Osanaga? I am the head waiter at the Western-style restaurant called Le Carnival. Okay. Man's coughing up blood. He's gonna die on the stand. Origin, you don't know what you get arrested for? Definitely I would set stuff on fire, too. Once got stopped by police for skipping school. If I wasn't skipping school, I was 21 years old. I'm just tiny. I'm 21. I don't need to be in school. Why are you questioning me? That's actually really funny. Are you alright? You seem to be coughing, up some, Don't worry, I brought this cloth. We're okay. It's a regular occurrence. It really doesn't bother me. Well, it really should. As everyone knows, the capital's southeastern corridor was developed for foreign visitors some years ago. It's become a very fashionable district now, full of hotels to accommodate overseas guests. This grim crime occurred in one of the district's so-called restaurants, and an accidental eatery 3 days ago. I feel like I read that wrong. He's got them ketchup packets in his sleeves. Dude, I have so many soy sauce packets on my desk. Like, I don't know if you can hear them, but, like, I got some soy sauce packets. Hi, Roy. Thank you for the lurk. Here they are, still skipping school. Damn it, Haru, don't skip school. I don't know what I'm gonna do with all these. Like, they gave me a lot of soy sauce the other day. I have no idea why. Or, like, what am I gonna do with these? What can I put soy sauce on? I guess I can make rice. Understood. Hosanaga-san, you will kindly tell the court everything you can about the incident. At once, sir. And no petty interjections from the aspiring lawyer boy, please. Oh, perspirating maybe, but aspiring? It was just after 2 p.m. on the day in question. We have few diners at that time of day. The lunchtime rush was over, and there was only 3 tables still occupied. That fits in with my memory of it, too. There was hardly anyone in that place. It was when I was in the kitchen, putting away crockery and cutlery. Gunshot rang out, so I hurried out to the dining area to see what had happened. I found the victim, an English gentleman, slumped in his chair. And standing immediately beside him, gun in hand, was the accused university student. Yes. Hold on. Let me just clarify something here. While I did pick up the gun that I found lying on the floor beside the professor, I didn't shoot him. Objection! Objection! I believe I asked you to refrain from petty interjections. The court wishes to listen to the witness's report of what he saw, you amateur. But next time you interrupt at an inappropriate time, you'll be penalized, defendant Naruhodo. I want to get penalized. No, I'm not saying that. Don't worry, Ryunosuke. Why am I stuttering over every word now? Don't worry. Ryunosuke, you'll have your chance to fight back. For now, we must just quietly listen to the witness. If I may confirm, 1 point, waiter. Standing beside the victim with a gun in his hand was the same man we see here in the court today. Yes, without a question. I see. And apart from that the accused, was there anyone else standing beside the victim? No. There was no one else around that table but the deceased Englishman and the university student. Huh, wait, what did he just say? There was no one else around that table. What's the matter? Ryunosuke? That's just not right. When I went over to Dr. Wilson to say hello, there was a woman sitting opposite him at the table. Really? And that's not something the waiter should have missed. I've been warned about that interjecting, but still, what should I do? Oh, I'm interrupting.
Yes!
Just a moment, please. Dr. Wilson wasn't alone that day. I'm sure of it. There was a lady sitting with him at the same table. Dear me. What are we going to do with you? With your blatant disregard for court proceedings, I'm beginning to wonder if you're not a fraud. Could it be that the accused, this mere student, is not a real lawyer after all? But I'm sure of what I saw. Hosonaga-san, is there any chance you're mistaken? Perhaps your memory of events is hazy. ... No. The deceased gentleman came to dine alone. I don't believe it. Oh my god. Stop coughing up blood, sir. Actually, I have a rough plan of the restaurant as it was that day. Please, have a look if you'd like. Let me see. A sketch of the establishment's layout, drawn by yourself, I presume. That's right. I'm afraid I used the back of my business card. It was a turbulent situation. However, as you can see, the gentleman in question was seated alone. Well, you're clearly a very conscientious waiter. And dying. Thank you, sir. I like how he's just coughing up blood, and just nobody's really questioning it. He's just like, yeah, this is normal. Don't worry, man. Yeah, you've been skipping school. It's why you're so short, Haru. Only smart people get taller. Wait, I shouldn't say that, because Angel's pretty tall, and I don't want to make him feel like he's smart. Shit. The court will take this plan and add it to the court records as evidence. Oh, well, is there a problem? Hand the plan to the court officer at once. Of course. Here you are. What was that about? He's been completely calm and collected until now. Something certainly seems to have shaken him. The waiter's business card has been entered into the court records. Is it like what the business card is? I feel like that was a burn. I wanted it to be a burn, but then I feel like I just kind of like made like Angel sound smart, so I feel like I should take it back. So now the court has heard a precis of this case. Yes, at the moment the gunshot was heard in the restaurant, the only person in close proximity to the victim was the defendant on trial today. It would seem we are looking at a black and white case here. Defendant Naruhodo? Yes, yeah. If you admit your guilt at this stage, the court is willing to look mercifully upon you. In other words, you may have some small reprieve in terms of your inevitable punishment. I called this waiter as an unsworn witness in order to explain the details of the case to the court. I must warn the defense, if you are determined to pursue matters further in this trial. The prosecution has decisive evidence from the sworn witnesses who were present at the scene of the crime. What do you think I should do, Kazuma? Guide me. What do you mean? Well, I'm gonna be found guilty one way or another, it seems. Wouldn't it be sensible to plead guilty at this stage and hope for a more lenient sentence? Everyone keeps telling me that this trial is unusual about these peculiarities. You've said it, Professor Mikotoba said it, and so has the judge and the prosecution. I'm scared of what lies ahead if I push this. Oh, I'm pushing it. As I said from the outset, I believe your innocence. I believe in you're innocent. I trust you. And yet, despite knowing that, you're willing now to throw that trust back in my face? Is that it? What? If the accused is in fact innocent, then a defense lawyer is duty-bound to prove that innocence by whatever means necessary. Are you just going to abandon that duty? Are you going to give up on yourself? Yes. No. The battle hasn't even begun yet, Ryunosuke. Damn. The defense pleads not guilty, Your Excellency. We invite the prosecution to stop making empty threats and bring out its witnesses. Then we'll see just how decisive that this evidence really is. I like how this guy came dressed for his job to court. Like the waiter. He's ready to do some waitering. Prosecutor Ashi, please continue with the proceedings. Well, you were warned. The young can be so reckless. Many call me a saint, but I can be a devil when I want to be. In a few short moments from now, that dumbstruck young mouth of yours will be silenced forever. Prosecution calls its next witness. Very well, officer. Bring forth the witnesses at once. Do you think the waiter is gonna drop dead by the end of this trial? Look at this man's mustache. Witnesses, kindly state your names and occupations for the court. Yes, sir. The name's Nippon Imperial Army Sergeant. Yes. Aiza Nosa. Reporting for duty, sir. Aw, look at his little ear danglies. Myself, a fine employee as a purveyor of fine articles of antiquity from the efflorescence of our nation, Nippon, and conduct by trade from Rasute, a humble premises in the 2nd District, Kyorio Kokuta, at your service. An antique dealer and a soldier, what an unusual pairing. Both of these gentlemen were present at the restaurant the day of the question. They must be the diners at the other table that the waiter mentioned. Myself, I habitually take tea of the most exquisite aroma at the establishment in question, almost post-noon, and not infrequently converse with interesting parties regarding the curos with which I make my business. I can't understand a word that old man is saying. He's an antique dealer, and it sounds like he's a regular at Le Carnival. He seeks out potential customers who may have an interest in antiques and tries to sell his wares to them. He's got them big earlobes, alright. He obviously targets Le Carnival because it's a high-class restaurant with rich clientele. Right, I see. Although, to be honest, this sergeant looks more like he's a seller rather than a buyer. Now you both witnessed the precise moment of this most atrocious incident. Is that correct? Affirmative. The enemy unit has been attacking the foreigner in what can only be described as an act of war, sir. It was the black uniformed rogue infantryman over there who unloaded his firearm, sir. What the fuck was that baby cry? Did you guys hear that? This man's is as impossible to understand as the other. I like the man with the mustache. But I'm almost sure I heard a strange noise during that last thing he said. I did! So, this is the decisive evidence the prosecution was threatening. Oh, we got this. The soldier is claiming that he actually saw the precise moment you shot the victim dead. Yes? Well, are you starting to feel uncomfortable? If I'm honest, I was feeling uncomfortable from the start. Now the court will hear your formal testimonies, please. You will state everything you saw at the precise moment that the incident occurred. The waiter isn't a waiter, he's a butler. It's always the butler. You're right. The butler was under disguise as a waiter. Sir, yes, sir. Standing by, ready to report, sir. What is the baby sat? Does he have a baby strapped to his back? I think he has a baby strapped to his back or something. The sergeant wanting to start a war. That's true, Origin. Maybe it was the sergeant. Unsavory memories of a most acerbic. What is that word? Acerbic? Afternoon? I think the soldier has a baby. What the witnesses saw. I was ingesting a regulation beefsteak at the restaurant while having a tactical discussion with the old man. Myself, I was extolling the virtues of a particularly fine golden curio into the military gentleman. At that precise moment, a firearm was discharged. I observed the enemy's actions with my own eyes. The black uniformed varsity cadet fired on the English civilian, and from the back, the cowardly little weasel. I was on my hands and knees investigating the whereabouts of my mysterious absconded precious curio. Well, so you, Sergeant Nosa, actually witnessed the vital moment. You saw the split second when the defendant fired the weapon at the victim. Yes, sir. Affirmative, sir. That wicked university cadet, sir, the cruel and unforgivable enemy. What times we live in when the... This man just brought a knife into court. Put that away. You can't have that in here, sir. What times we live in when an English gentleman may be assailed in the broad light of a day. But this is ridiculous. I didn't shoot anyone. Is that really true, Ryunosuke? Yes, all I did was pick up the gun that I saw laying on the floor. After I said hello to Dr. Wilson, I went back to my table and sat drinking some coffee. I want to drink my coffee so bad. Yeah, the baby cries when he slams his fist, and when he yells cadet, I think, actually, because it cried when he didn't slam his fist that one time. Yeah, there was like one cry where he didn't slam it, but I think he has a baby on his back. Then when I finished, I got up from my seat to leave the restaurant when I noticed an English-made gun next to the chair where the professor was sitting. Was he already dead when you found it? I thought perhaps the professor had dropped it, so I bent down, and just as I was picking it up, bang. Well, if that's the truth, there was obviously a criminal on the scene somewhere. Oop. And somewhere in these two witnesses' testimonies, there's a clue as to who that criminal was. There is? Ryunosuke, you must exercise your right to cross-examine the witnesses. Cross-examine? Do it now, bitch. As we have heard, Your Excellency, there is no room for doubt in the testimonies of these witnesses. The defendant is clearly guilty. It is time to bring the despicable student to justice. Certainly, the testimonies the court has heard eliminates any vestige of doubt. Therefore, it is my grave duty to declare the verdict of this trial. I'm interrupting you, Your Excellency, and raising my hand. What is the name of this? What the name of the Emperor is the meaning of this outburst? I mean, the defense, demands its right to cross-examination. I go to law school, hello? Dear me, let me guess, the Hachimaki headband boy next door told me to do it. How pathetic. Huh? How did he know? Prosecution objects. This is a clear waste of time. The defendant obviously has no experience. How can he possibly carry out a cross-examination? The defense is asserting its right to a cross-examination. Whether or not you think he's capable of it is irrelevant. Bitch. Gulp. Kazuma is so commanding. He's so cool. Very well. Let the defense conduct a cross-examination of the witness. Alright, this is where the battle really begins, Ryunosuke. But I don't even know what I have to do in a cross-examination. Isn't it obvious? You have to expose the lies in the witness's statements. How? You didn't fire the gun, which means that what the soldier said had to be a lie. Well, yes, but it's just a case of proving it. And the key to doing that is evidence. Right, evidence. I have that. All you need to do is present some decisive and indisputable evidence that proves the witness is lying. Now, let's go, Ryunosuke. Don't let them beat you. Hi, Ray! How are you? I like how he's, like, so epic and, like, slamming his arm on the table, and then ours just makes, like, this weak-ass slap sound. It's all or nothing. I say guilty and it's done. Easy. I was ingesting a regulation beefsteak at the restaurant while having a tactical discussion with the old man. Myself, I was extolling the virtues of a particularly fine golden curio to the military gentleman. At that precise moment, a firearm was discharged. I observed the enemy's action with my own eyes. What happens if I go through all this dialogue? The black uniformed varsity cadet fired on the English civilian, and from the back, the cowardly little weasel. But wait, the gunshot was in the front of him. We saw the picture. UK is something they do without... things they do when it fly in the court. Dude, these games are so over the top. Actually, right now we're investigating the death of an Englishman. We are supposedly the murderer, but we're trying to defend ourselves. But everyone here thinks we're the ones that shot him. So we're trying to prove that we didn't shoot the Englishman. I was on my hands and knees investigating the whereabouts of my mysterious absconded precious curio. Ugh, I have no idea what I'm supposed to do here. Listen, Ryunosuke. You know there are lies lurking in these statements. It's time to expose them. I understand that. The question is, how? Like I said before, the key to this is using evidence that you've collected. Yeah, so I think we gotta show the picture. He said that we shot him in the back. I'm pretty sure that we have to show the picture of the gunshot wound that's in the front of his shoulder. I think that's what we gotta do here. Somewhere in there you'll find something that doesn't add up. In other words, an inconsistency. An inconsistency. When you find a statement and a piece of evidence that seems to contradict each other, present your evidence with why and rip the witnesses apart. Yes. Just be careful, because if you assert a contradiction that has no basis, you'll be given a penalty. If you're dealt too many penalties, the defense case will fall apart, and you'll receive a guilty verdict. So that's it. Pursue the evidence in the court record, and find an inconsistency with a witness's statement. Alright, I'll give it a try. You can hear the witness's statements over and over again as many times as you like. Please repeat that, sir. Please repeat it again, over and over. I believe in us. Let's do it. Alright, he's ingesting his steak. He's talking about his curios. Black uniform English civilian from the back, that cowardly little weasel. Press or present are two options. What if I present? Yeah, because the chair's turned around. Was his body moved, turned to the camera? Because he's not facing the table. I'm assuming it's this. What? What are you playing at, Cadet? Oh, he getting sweaty. What is the meaning of this subordination? Thrusting some photographic print in my mustache? My moustache? And inconsistency, sir. Where are the truth bullets? I mean, yes, there's a clear inconsistency here. That's so true. Imagine a Phoenix Wright game. Or Ace Attorney game where it's like... where it's Danganronpa. Imagine that crossover game. Huh, what nonsense. What can this print possibly tell us of what we don't already know? Well, obviously, that, I know what I want to say, but the words just won't come out of my mouth. I think this proves beyond any doubt, Your Excellency, that there is no place for an amateur student here in the Grand Courtroom. This is so frustrating. Oh, please. Surely this doesn't require an explanation. It couldn't be more plain. To spell it out would be an insult to the court. God, he's so cool. What? What are you talking about? It's apparent from a single glance at the photographic print presented by the defense that there's a clear discrepancy here with the sergeant's statement. What? Sergeant Yesanoya? Yesanoza? How do you guys think I say that name? Is it Iza? Maybe? Isa? Huh. Yes, sir. What? Yes, sir. What, sir? The statement you just made was this. The black uniformed varsity cadet fired on the English civilian, and from the back, the cowardly little weasel. Yes, sir. Affirmative, sir. I witnessed the crime with my own military-grade eyes, sir.
Yes!
But no, that just can't be. And why not, cadet? Because... Take a close look at the print. You go to school for this. The victim, Dr. Wilson, died from a bullet wound to the chest. Ah. Sergeant, according to your witness statement, the culprit shot the victim from behind. And that is the obvious discrepancy here. Well, how do you explain it? He does have a baby. Well, huh. Oh, what the... What was that? Something just popped up from behind his back, but he pushed it down again. Certainly. There's clear discrepancy with the facts here. Just shoves the kid's head. Nobody look at this. Go away, little Jimmy. Now is not your time. Would you not agree, Sergeant Noza? Yes, sir. At this juncture, that would appear to be indisputable. Until the moment I heard the firearm discharge, my eyes were firmly fixed on the delicious La Carnival steak, sir. What? The last testimony the court heard was proven one thing, beyond all reasonable doubt. This witness, Sergeant Isa Noza, did not see the defendant firing a gun at all. You gotta send in the Foxy Grandpa. I'm on my way. I'm a lawyer. Allegedly. That's absurd. I think the conclusion we must draw is simple. There is no place for an amateur prosecutor here in this grand courtroom. Oh! Yeah! There's been a complete turnabout in the mood of this trial, just from that one discrepancy. So this is what being an ace attorney is all about. Looking cool and having a man hold a fan next to you at all times. That university cadet there, he was pointing the firearm directly at the victim's back. Yes, I was. But I never fired the gun. All I did was pick it up off the floor. Roll credits. Easy. And you, old man? You didn't see the moment the victim was shot either? Myself, I have already been quite clear. The gunshot interests me not. I was far too busy on the floor. Too busy on the floor. Sorry, what were you doing? Hunting for treasure. Treasure? Indeed, the Hoyera Koban, my prize coin. On each occasion when I visit the restaurant, it is my habitual to place in my bosom pocket a particular trinket of interest from my shop, Razute, in the hopes of meeting a rich diner who might like to buy it from you. On that day under scrutiny, it was to the military man that I proffered my Hoey treasure. That's Hoey, right? Hoey? Believe that he would purchase such a rare find. I did not, but I was presented with little alternatives. And then, after averting my eyes for the briefest of moments, it was there no more. It simply vanished. The Koban vanished? Sitting around under the table, I was, in case mayhap it had fallen there. And then it happened. And I hit my head on the table and passed out. You heard the gunshot? You mean, indeed I did. I heeded it not, for I was concerned only for finding my absconded Hoey treasure. Nothing could distract me. Out of interest, did you find the coin in the end? Huh. No. I see. That lamentable day, the precious Hoey Koban was lost to me. No doubt some unscrupulous scoundrel pocketed the prize coin for himself. Dun-dun-dun. As I'm sure everybody present is aware, this case demands a swift and decisive resolution. Our government has promised to send a full report to the Great Britain by telegraph this very afternoon. We have one day to do this? Nevertheless, the witness testimony the court has just heard was inconclusive. No matter how subservient our government feels it must be to the British, it would be unforgivable to deliver a verdict on this trial right now. What is your point, Prosecutor Ashi? Worry not, Your Excellency. The defendant may have fled a tiger at the front gate, but he will find a wolf at the back. My witnesses have further testimony to make. Explain. Upon hearing their next statement, it will become abundantly clear that there is only one person who could possibly have committed this despicable crime. The equally despicable defendant, Yunosuke Naruhodo. What? We really seem to have a despicable opinion of— Wait. He really seems to have a despicable opinion of you, doesn't he? Very well, the court invites the witnesses to testify again. Wait, this is the wrong voice. You will thoroughly explain the reasoning behind the prosecution's allegation. How are the voices, you guys? Am I just making an ass out of myself? I mean, he is supposed to sound like an ass, so I guess it'd be good if I sound like an ass. As clear as Kiriko's glass, Your Excellency. Yes, sir. At once, sir. Awaiting signal to testify, sir. Excuse me, but there's something or someone peeking out over your shoulder, I think. Affirmative, the newest member of the Noza family to rise up through the ranks. Sir, name, Ido. It would seem those straps are a sign of Sergeant being too strapped to afford a nanny. Ido, Tenshun. Tenshun. Your father is about to quell the enemy. Watch and learn, my boy. He got stanced up. The true culprit. Even if what I saw wasn't the precise moment the firearm was discharged, it's almost the same thing. Yes, pointing his gun at the foreign man, he was a young lad in black. That much I myself did see. Furthermore, a visual search of the premises at the time confirmed that we were the only personnel personnel present. Indeed, alone he was, the Englishman, dining all by himself. Therefore, no one other than the black uniformed cadet could have dispatched the Englishman. Over and out. We're convinced we saw a woman, though.
Yes!
Wait, that's nonsense. The victim, Dr. Wilson, wasn't alone at all. Please, enough of these outbursts already. But there was a woman. There was a young woman at his table. You must have seen her. Everyone there must have seen her. If you call yourself a lawyer, then you will respect the rules of the court and speak accordingly. We are not here to listen to your fantasies. It is evidence beyond all reasonable doubt that the victim was alone at the time of the incident. The prosecution has photographic evidence of this fact. Impossible. Hello, hello. Welcome on in. It's wonderful to see you, lovely. We're solving crimes. Or at least we're trying to prove that we didn't commit the crime, allegedly. Is this a photographic print of the scene of the crime, counsel? Ooh, wait. Indeed. Of the table at which the victim was dining, taken by an investigator immediately after the incident. Writing an essay for law exam? Don't worry, I'm sure I can help. I can help. The game will help. As can plainly be seen, there's only one place set. Only one place set. Certainly based on the appearance of the print. It would be reasonable to conclude that the victim was not in the company of anyone else. This doesn't make any sense. The court will add this new photographic evidence to the record. Wait, in the other picture, the steak wasn't eaten at all. So why is there a picture of a table with an eaten steak? They took a picture of the wrong table, probably. If you need voice acting, Shinx, it's act. Dude, I hope I'm doing well with the voice acting. I feel like I haven't done this many voices in a while. I even stopped doing them with Danganronpa because there's too many people. I don't understand what's going on here. It's just not possible that nobody else saw that woman. The waiter before said the same thing. He maintained that Dr. Wilson came to the restaurant alone as well. That's not true. I saw her. Nah, we're just going crazy. We were probably just like, our mental health is lacking. We saw a woman sitting there. We shot a guy. It was really all us. We're just going crazy. I swear that I saw a woman with him. It would seem that we'll be able to telegraph the report to Great Britain on time after all. The witness testimonies we have just heard leave no further room for doubt. These are very sensitive political times, as we all know. The ink is still fresh on the treaty with Great Britain. Initiating objection. Prosecution needs to present all evidence of offense beforehand. Yes. You're supposed to be defending him, and you just said he shot a guy. I mean, like, what if we're just going crazy? Like, what if we just claimed asylum, you know? I think that I, Takashi Ashi, will have contributed to the amity of these two great empires is an honor. Ah, how can this be happening? The judge is ready to rule. Stand tall, Ryunosuke. It's not over yet. Never happens in Ace Attorney. If what you say is true, then there's something going on here behind the scenes. And now is your chance to expose it, to draw out the truth in your cross-examination. I don't know, Kazuma. The defense is entitled to cross-examine the witness, but make it quick, understood? Rules can be so unbending at times. You just told me to accept the rules before. You hypocrite. Maybe the baby saw it. Maybe that baby saw the whole crime go down and is just extremely traumatized now. You know? Even if what I saw wasn't the precise moment the firearm was discharged, it's almost the same thing. No, it's not! Either you saw me shoot the gun, or you didn't, you bitch. Pointing his gun at the foreign man, he was that young lad in black. That much I myself did see. But you're under the table. I don't think you saw us. Furthermore, a visual search of the premise at the time confirmed that we were the only personnel present. But we saw a lady, but we have nothing to prove we saw a lady. Yes, that face is traumatized. Yes. Soup, hello! Soup's got a gun. It was Soup the whole time. Soup was dressed as the butler, who was dressed as the waiter. It was him. Indeed, he was the Englishman, dining all by himself. No one other than the black uniformed cadet could have dispatched the Englishman over and out. I need to look at the evidence. What do you think, Ryunosuke? What's the matter? I can't find anything. I can't find a clear discrepancy anywhere. No, that's just what I said. He did not headbutt the table and pass out. I was joking about that earlier. The man was under the table, though, looking for his prize coin. His really expensive coin. That's what he was doing. I feel like it has something to do with him being on the table. You know? But, hold on, wait. Nah, I made a joke earlier about him having... Is this the same table? It's not, right? They're set up completely different in these pictures, if you can tell. I feel like it has something to do with this picture. Yeah, right? Maybe. Nah, maybe not. Like, I feel like this is a picture of their table. I have a magnifying glass? This is cool. How you doing, Soup? I hope you're doing well. It is lovely to see you. Like, that's... Yeah, he has a full-ass steak in front of him. He hasn't touched it. So this is not their table. How many water in a steak lunch can we see? Yeah, that's not the table. No. No, 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 no. Listen. The first thing to do is calm down. You can't expect witness statements to be full of holes every time. So just take your time. And try to tease more information out of them first. What do you mean? You can choose to either... Oh, we have to press them. Ah, you see it, Origin. I forgot about the pressing thing. I thought we just had to present them with something. With a little luck, you may get more details, which could prove to be crucial. Okay. There's no sense in holding back. If anything even slightly jars with you... Wait. If anything even slightly jars with you, press the witness on it and press them hard. Alright, got it. I'll press them like blocks of tofu. Professor wasn't alone in the restaurant. I'm sure of it. And one way or another, this cross-examination is going to prove I'm right. Sir, the press... no. a young lad in black that much... No. Furthermore, a visual search of the premise at the time confirms that they were the only personnel present. Oh wait, that was probably what I had to press. And all by himself alone. Maybe you. Can I press you? So you actually saw that with your own eyes, did you? The victim, Dr. Wilson, dining alone. Him dying and... Oh my god, yeah, I forgot you were sick. When I implode. Oh no, dog. I hope you feel better soon. I hope it goes away. It's wonderful to see you, and I'm glad you're stopping by. Go cuddle with your dog. I did. Forgive me for the position I placed you in. So the testimonies of the old man, the soldiers, and the waiter all agree on that point. Isn't that interesting? I go take nap. Have a wonderful nap, dog. I seriously hope you feel better. It really sucks that you're sick right after getting your wisdom teeth out. So the testimonies of the old man, the soldier, and the waiter all agree at that point. Isn't that interesting? And let us not forget the incontestable evidence we have to support their statements as well. As can clearly be seen, there is only a single beefsteak on the victim's table. A meal for one. No. Wait, was I able to press that? Or... Ah, shit. Hot tea is my... Aww. Dude, I wish I had some chai tea. Passes the fuck out. The antique dealer, the sergeant, and the waiter who testified before. It's not impossible that they're all lying. It's weird. But if so, then why? If I'm perfectly honest, I have absolutely no idea. Origins said that they saw it. What do you think, Ryunosuke? What? Oh, what? What's the matter? I can't... Wait. Why did this repeat? Oh, it's because we pressed, and then we ended up back here. Okay, hold on. He's explaining it to me again. Hold on. Get me out of here. Yes, I know. There we go. Alright, so what do I have to press here? Oh, I can go between these. I don't have to keep going through them. Okay. Wait, you didn't see me. Wait, yeah. Yes, pointing his gun at the foreign man he was, that young lad in black. That much I myself did see. Wait, did he see this? He said before that he didn't see us, right? Or... Yes. Did you? No, you said we were so concentrating on your coin. It was only because I picked it up off the floor. Well, obviously, as the culprit, that was the only way you could explain it away. I had just finished drinking my coffee and I was about to leave the restaurant when... I noticed a gun on the floor at Dr. Wilson's feet, so I picked it up. And at exactly that moment, bam! Shot dead. A gunshot rang out of my ears. Full of events beyond our control. Huh. Oh wait, can I like just randomly present evidence? I can't. Sorry, what do you mean? In your case, you found a pistol on the floor and picked it up, which precipitated this testing predicament. Whereas, conversely, I failed to pick up the koban from the floor and find myself in an equally testing predicament as a result. Anyway, the fact remains. Myself, I did see you. With pistol in hand, standing over the foreigner. Did you? Unless it was you. Oh, fuck. I didn't mean to keep going. Don't explain this to me again. Wait, should I just present the steak to something? Ooh. Guys, I'd be a great lawyer. What if I just keep pressing on, like, the same thing over and over? Do you think we'll ever just get anything from that? The firearm was discharged. Nah, it's not almost. Maybe I should press that. It wasn't that. Only personnel present. Should I press this? I'd hire you. I'm so sorry, Haru. Okay, what do you guys think I should be pressing? Indeed alone he was, Englishman dining all by himself. Furthermore, a visual search of the premises at the time confirmed that we were the only personnel present. Let's start from the beginning. Even if what I saw wasn't the precise moment the firearm was discharged, it's almost the same thing. It's pointing this gun at the foreign man he was. No, it wasn't that. But the more visual... I feel like... Because we're so adamant that we weren't alone... Maybe I should be pressing that we were alone. Say Nose is a liar. I don't think he's, like, intending to lie. I think he's, like... I don't know. So do you think it's this that needs to be pressed? Let's try this.
Yes!
You must have noticed someone else at Dr. Wilson's table. There was a lady there.
Objection!
Why are you objecting me? As you have been at pains to point out time and time again. I feel like growing a callus in my ear. And yet no one else appears to have caught even a glimpse of this woman. If only there's been more people dining there at the time, then someone would have noticed her. Unfortunately, it was already past 2 p.m. when it happened. Quiet time between lunch and dinner in any restaurant. I know. Of course the place was almost empty. It's what you'd expect. Certainly, 2 p.m. is neither here nor there in terms of time to eat. I wonder if there was a reason why the victim was eating at a time of day, and why he was alone. Yes, Your Excellency. There was indeed a reason. There was? Oh, we're pressing. We got evidence. Nice. This was found in the victim's jacket pocket. What is that, Counsel? It is a medical record card. Medical report card, Your Excellency. It would seem that the victim has had an appointment at a clinic prior to visiting the restaurant. At a clinic, yes, there would indeed appear to be an entry for the day in question. 19th of November, noon past 1 p.m. The very day of the incident. So the victim went for a late lunch following his appointment. That explanation couldn't be more simple. The prosecution felt no need to submit this evidence before, as it really has no bearing on the case. I wonder. What do you think, Ryunosuke? Well, it is hard to see how it would be relevant, really. Remember, you can request for it to be entered into the courtroom as evidence. In the court record as evidence. If you think it could be useful. I mean, yeah, clicking it did actually get us something though, Ryan. We got a new piece of evidence here. Should we... Oh, yes. Ask for it to be submitted as evidence, yes.
Yes!
Why would we not submit it as evidence? If I may, I'd like to ask for that medical report card to be submitted as evidence, Your Excellency. On what grounds? The court has already heard conclusive witness testimonies. Additional evidence would be extraneous. Not to mention that the victim's movements prior to his arrival at the restaurant are of no concern. Whether or not they are of concern is up to us to decide. We have a right to explore all possible avenues. I beg your pardon. You have no authority to refuse a perfectly valid request for the submission of evidence. Very well. The court will grant the defense's request. Youngsters these days are forever asserting their rights. It's a most disturbing trend. Officer, kindly add the victim's medical report card to the court records. The victim's... Okay, so we got the medical report card. What we need right now is new clues. We have to explore things from every possible angle, even if they don't seem relevant at first. Right, I hear you. You can conspire to prolong this trial as much as you like. But it's the day that after the festival already... Wait, what? Or perhaps you've forgotten that these witnesses' testimonies leave no room for doubt. I mean, they really did leave a lot of room for doubt. Feel free to reiterate for the accused, Kurekuta-san. Bologna what? Okay, so we're back here. Wait, I wanna look at this. I can't examine it. A medical report card from Hoda Clinic that was found in the victim's pocket. I just don't think this is his table. Did I press this? I can't even remember.
Yes!
For pressing it. No, it's not the same thing at all. For a start, I didn't fire that gun. Wait, I did press this, right? We have a different No, we didn't. We have a difference of opinion on that. The opinion of a uniformed officer versus that of a fledgling cadet. I don't think so. Consider this, defendant. Just a moment ago, I blinked. Did you? Did you see it? Did you see me blink? How could I? And yet it is undeniable fact that I did blink. That's not the same thing at all. So there you have it. No, you wear glasses. They're really foggy. I can't see you blink at all. Tension. The sound of the firearm rang in my ears in that very next moment. I saw you waving the gun at the Englishman. I think that says it all, don't you? Grr. Let us not forget that the antiques dealer witnessed the accused in the most incriminating position as well. Isn't that so, correct, son? No, he didn't. Okay. Did I press this? We're pressing it. We're just gonna press everything. Why aren't you telling the truth? What? What did you say, cadet? I clearly remember. That woman. Right across from the professor. Perhaps one of you might not have noticed. But for both of you to have failed to see the professor's dining companion, it's just not possible. Why are they not paying, like, are they nervous about that? Unfortunately for you, defendant Naruhodo, it's not just a case of these two witnesses alone. Sorry? The waiter. Oh wait, now I did press this. Victim was alone. But he wasn't. He was not alone. But if such a woman were indeed present at the scene, the prosecution demands to see proof. I mean, there's a flower on the table. You know, he could have been having a very romantic night at 2 p.m. The prosecution demands that no further mention of this phantom woman be made. It is blatant waste of this court's time. There's nothing I can say to that. No. Ooh. Excellent work, Rita. Wait, what? We got new information? That's what I'm thinking, Zafun. I was thinking that's his doctor. I'm also thinking, like, what if it had nothing to do with the guy that got shot and more like the guy saw somebody take the old man's coin that was worth a lot of money and shot him for seeing them do it? Like, that's what's, like, in my head right now, but I don't know if that's, like, how it's gonna turn out. Excellent work, Ryunosuke. We've gleaned some new information now. Well, yes, but I don't feel like it changes much. I can't see that it brings any real discrepancies to light. Distraction? Yeah, like, it could have been a distraction, yeah. I wouldn't be so sure. Let me see that medical report card. Oh, sweet, we're gonna look at it? Oh, you mean this? Yes, this is a brand new piece of evidence. So perhaps we should examine it in a little more detail. How exactly? By going into inventory and pressing A. Oh yes, we do have okay, we get to use the magnifying glass. Alright, he's explaining how to rotate things to different angles. Yes, yes. Love it. You can move the crosshairs around to hunt for clues and may have been missed before. You are going into depth on describing how this works. Alright, see if there's something new to be learned by examining it. Alright, let's take a look. Thank you for listing all those controls. I can't read it. Oh. Mr. John Wilson. Photo Clinic. Medical report card created for every visit. Ooh, what's that? It's pretty. Ooh. What does this say, though? Dentist. He went to the dentist. Who goes eating a steak after you go to the dentist? There's no date on this. Wait, how do we know that's from today? There's no date on it. Let's have a look. This is some kind of medical history. Ah, and there's an entry for the day Professor was killed. Okay, yeah, never mind. It does have a date. Extraction of molar with topical anesthesia. Ooh, okay, yeah, this man was not eating a steak. Extraction of a molar? You mean he had a tooth taken out? It would seem so. Just before the incident, he had a bad tooth removed. Perhaps they used laughing gas. That's the most modern practice in the West for pain relief. Yes, I've heard of this anesthesia. Although it's hard to believe that there's anything that can actually stop you feeling pain. A cautionary note from the medical practitioner as well. Strictly no food or drink besides water for 3 hours. He wasn't the one eating. He was the one that didn't have a placing at the table because he wasn't eating. The woman was eating. Post-procedure until anesthesia effects have passed. Really? Sounds like information worth bearing in mind. The medical report card's information has been updated. Ooh! It was the woman's steak. That means that one particular statement today changes. I think it's time we listen to the testimony again. Yes, yes. Ooh. Wait, which one of these do we present the medical thing to, though? Wait. Englishman dining all by himself. I feel like it's this. Dining all by himself, but he couldn't be eating. Oh wait, I didn't mean to do this. Fuck. Get me out of here. Can I... There's like... I can't move the thing faster. Shit, I didn't mean to click this again. I meant to present it, not examine it. Imagine getting a tooth removed and then attempting to eat steak. Ooh, what's everyone doing for dinner today? I guess it's already really late for some of you, so you guys have probably already eaten.
Yes!
Present it. I raise my hand. Well, I think, that what are you wittering? What are you wittering, lad? Call yourself a lawyer? I wish I could. But first and foremost, here I am. The accused. Yosuke? Everyone stumbles on their words occasionally. Under the circumstances, I wouldn't worry about it. Thanks, Kazuma. I could see it quite clearly in that cross-examination you just carried out. When you raised your hand straight up like that, so purposefully, you knew exactly what it was you wanted to say. Don't feel like you have to choose your words carefully. Just say what you're thinking. This is the court. Just say what you're thinking. And thanks for the advice. Kurakuda-san, this is a medical report card belonging to the victim. I see. And I don't see. What of it, boy? Comparing what is written on this report card with your witness statement. Something clearly doesn't add up. Dear me, have you forgotten my words so soon, you amateur? Sorry, what? You are not to interrupt court proceedings with your amateurish drivel. But let's see if I can explain in words you might understand. It was after 2 p.m. in the afternoon that the victim was murdered at the restaurant. Whatever he may or may not have done before that time is completely irrelevant. But that's, remember, Ryunosuke, you don't have to use clever language or fancy words. Just make your point. Your Excellency, I believe we're finished here. There is surely no need to prolong this trial further. Oh, you shut the fuck up. The witness testimonies the court has heard have been clear and concise. This medical report card has no bearing on the matter at all, for the simple reason that there is no one else besides the pale-faced pupil. Wait, we cut him off. This medical report card has nothing to do with the case. Question mark? Do you really believe that? What? That outburst half petrified me, boy. Of course I believe it. How could it possibly be relevant? Perhaps because Hoda Clinic, which issued the report card, is a dental clinic. A dental clinic? Is that supposed to mean something to me? Perhaps if I told you that the victim had just had a tooth extracted. What's this now? And furthermore, if I told you that as a result the victim had been forbidden from eating. Legaspo. Just what are you trying to say, cadet? That he had orders not to eat? So what? It's all written in here. No food or drink other than water for 3 hours. Post-procedure while anesthesia wears off. What? No, that can't. Kurakuda-san. What, boy? What? As you just heard, when he was killed sometime shortly after 2 p.m., the victim couldn't have been eating anything at all. No. Additionally, there's more. You have assured the court with unwavering self-confidence that the victim was dining alone. That cannot possibly be the case. Because the victim, as we now know, just had one of his teeth extracted and was still experiencing the effects of the anesthesia. Oh shit. Expertly done, partner. Why is everyone lying about this woman, though? That's nonsense, you little upstart. These are baseless accusations. Just look at this photographic evidence. You can clearly see the plate of the food at the victim's table.